One of the hardest dishes that you can make is ragu. Most people refer it back to gravy. Any idea why? Great grandmothers, when they came here, they said, "Oh, gravy, we're going to make a gravy." I'm going to show you how to make a Southern Italian, a Neapolitan ragu from scratch. The process should take no more than 2.5 to 3 hours. This is not a 7-hour process. What we did was we took our beautiful canned tomatoes and we kind of pureed them down. So that's going to cut the cooking process by probably half. In the pan right here, you've got some olive oil. You can choose to do this with onions or garlic. I like onions in this one. We're going to take 2 whole onions. We're cooking this ragu for 15 people. So we got a very special lady today who's turning a very special number in her party for her party. So we're going to work on this. So you're going to start by basically braising all the onions, and then what we're going to do is any meat that has not been cooked, steak pieces here, we're going to sit down there with the sausage, brown them. I pre-cooked the ribs a little bit. We're going to put them in as well. I also pre-cooked the meatballs to speed the process. If you're doing this at home and you want to do this one by one, it's fantastic. Do your thing. A little tomato paste, that's a little bit of cheating. And of course, wine. Always cook with good wine. We're going to do Rossini Montepulciano d'Abruzzo today. The whole process of getting this ready should take no more than 25-30 minutes. Once you have it in, it's kind of like set it and forget it. Keep it low, keep going around, and just don't start dunking bread in. With the onions and the olive oil, we're going to add just a little bit of sea salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of the red pepper flakes, and get a little more sea salt. You'll be able to salt it up as you go. So we're going to do this for about 5-6 minutes. Once the onions brown up, we'll start adding the meat. Okay, so the onions are somewhat ready to go. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to take tomato paste. You don't have to go nuts with this. This is just to give it some more concentration. I usually do 1 small can just to give it a little bit more color and more emphasis on what I'm trying to accomplish. By the way, everybody has a ragu. Us Neapolitans tend to do it a little differently than everybody else. So, can of tomato paste is in there. We're just going to give this an old stir and get a little bit of that red flavor in. Look at that. Oh, look at that. That's good stuff right there. You don't even need to put any meat in it. Just eat this. And now we're going to start the meat process. Probably a few pounds. This is about 5 pounds. 5 to 7 pounds of the meat. And the meat, all we're going to do is let it brown. And now, we're going to leave this for a second, right? Let that kind of start through. The meat's going to kick out some of that juice. We're going to take the beautiful Italian salsiccia. Again, 1 per person. Just get everything covered. Liv, you want to tell me what goes on next? The red wine.
Oh, red wine.
Red wine. Everybody does it differently. What I would suggest is, whatever you got lying around the house, maybe you got some pork chops in the freezer, just use that, the half a bottle of red wine. We're going to take pieces of spare ribs. The whole process for this should take about 2.5-3 hours. And we don't have to spend all day Sunday sweating it out. Okay? No need to do that. Let that sit for a minute, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take this beautiful, beautiful tomato. Now, before anybody asks, I'm going to explain it. These are my California plum tomatoes. We just ran them through. Nothing in. No salt, no pepper, no basil, no nothing. Just simple as that. Okay? You ready? It's the money shot right there. In about 45 minutes, what we're going to do is we're going to come back in here and we're going to basically remove all the meat. Because obviously the meat's going to cook. If you keep it on high for an hour, the meat's going to cook. But right now, all that flavor profile is going in there, the meat. Now, you didn't see me add meatballs in because, as I said to you before, I prepped the meatballs before. So the meatballs can go in basically an hour before you serve it. That way, just, as you can see, this is a big pot. For 15 people, it's a lot of food. So all we want to do is just give it a nice little quiet stir. Right? Mix in the red wine with the paste. Look at this. Look. Oh, man. That, my friend, is a ragu in the making. You got a party? You need me to make you one? All you do is call me. Say, Armando, make you a ragu. That right here is about 15 people. Just bring it home just like that. You make some pasta and give everybody. So I'm going to come back to you in about an hour. We're going to take the meat out in an hour, see how all that meat is doing. In the meantime, cappuccino time. It's all right. Smell this. So now the tomato is starting to get just the way a ragu is supposed to, and it'll thicken up throughout time. What we want to do now is I start taking the meat out. This is going to be meat that the guests will be eating later. Once you got about an hour to go, we'll throw all the meat back in, and that's when you just let kind of the finishing process take over. Right now what we did is we just put all that meat in, so like the sauce will kind of have a nice rendering. And there'll be a perfect flavor when they eat the pasta later. I'm going to get all the sausage out, and I want to give it a nice stir. Now we left most of those chunky pieces of beef in. We're going to hit it with a little more salt. Good to go. And now we taste.